Good morning, students. Start with part 4 of chapter 5 States of Matter. I hope you have done all the topics and prepared all the topics very well done up to this part. Let us start with deviation from ideal gas behavior. A gas which obeys the ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT under all conditions of temperature and pressure is called an ideal gas. However, there is no gas which obeys the ideal gas equations under all conditions of temperature and pressure. Hence, the concept of ideal gas is only theoretical. The gases are found to obey the gas laws fairly well if the pressure is low or the temperature is high. Such gases are known as real gases. All gases are real gases. However, it is found that gases which are soluble in water or are easily liquefiable, for example CO2, SO2, NH3, etc., show large deviation from the gases like H2, O2, N2, etc. Now, the extent to which a real gas deviates from ideal behavior can be studied in terms of quantity Z. Z is compressibility factor and it is defined as Z is equal to PV upon nRT. And here PV is equal to nRT if Z is equal to 1. It means it is an ideal gas. And for the real gas, PV is not equal to nRT. So Z is not equal to 1. It means there are two cases. If Z is greater than 1, in that case, the gas is said to show positive deviation. This implies that gas is less compressible than expected from ideal behavior. If Z is less than 1, gas is said to have negative deviation. This implies that the gas is more compressible than expected from ideal behavior. This is also attributed to predominance of attractive forces among the molecules of the gases. Now, what are the reasons for deviations? You have to study the reasons for deviations or the cause of deviation from ideal behavior. The real gas obey ideal gas equation PV is equal to nRT only if the pressure is low or the temperature is high. However, if the pressure is high or the temperature is low, the real gas show maximum or marked deviations from ideal behavior. The reason for such a behavior shown by the real gas have been found to be the reasons. Number 1, the volume occupied by the gas molecule is negligible as compared to total volume of gas. Number 2, the force of attraction or repulsion between the gas molecules are negligible. These two assumptions are true only if the pressure is low or temperature is high, so that the distance between the molecules is large. However, if the pressure is high or the temperature is low, the gas molecules come close together. Hence, under these conditions, number 1, the force of attraction or repulsion between the molecules may not be negligible. Number 2, the volume occupied by the gas may be so small that the volume occupied by the molecules may not be negligible. So, above two points, then van der Waal derived the equation P plus AV square into V minus B is equal to RT. For n number of moles of gas, P plus AN square V square into V minus NB is equal to nRT. Now, this is the van der Waal equation derived, which is shown on the screen. P is the measure pressure, AN square upon V square. It is correction factor to account for intermolecular forces. And NB, this B is correction factor to account for molecule size. And V is measure volume. And this equation p plus an square upon v square into v minus nb is equal to nRT is called van der Waals equation. P plus an square upon v square is ideal gas pressure. V minus nb is ideal gas volume. Now, derivation of van der Waals equation. How to derive this van der Waals equation? Consider 1 mole of gas composed of non-interacting point particles. Now, as per ideal gas laws, PVM is equal to RT. Now consider the effect of finite volume of particle is to decrease the available void space in which the particles are free to move. Then V will be replaced by V minus B and B is called excluded volume. Then P into Vm minus B is equal to RT. Then van der Waals assumption was P plus AV square into V minus B is equal to RT. Upon writing N for the number of moles and NVM is equal to V, the equation obtains the second form, that is P plus AN square V square into V minus NB is equal to nRT. In fact, students, you have to keep in mind also units of van der Waals constant. These are also somewhere question form. Back exercise also involves use of these units. Units of A is atmosphere liter square per mole square and unit of B is liter per. You have to keep in mind some important points. Here are 3 important points. Number 1, real gases show ideal gas behavior when pressure and temperature is such that intermolecular forces are negligible. Real gases show ideal gas behavior when the pressure approaches 0. At low pressure, all gases have Z is equal to 1. Compressibility factor is 1. Next point, gases show ideal gas behavior when volume occupied is so large that volume occupied by the molecule can be neglected. That is, pressure is low. Next point, third, real gases show ideal gas behavior at low pressure and high temperature. Let us start with compressibility factor and van der Waals equation. You have to solve at 3 points: at high pressure, at low pressure, at very low pressure. P plus AV square into V minus B is equal to RT. AV square can be neglected in comparison to P. So P into V minus B is equal to RT. PV minus PV is equal to RT. Now sort it out. Z will come out to PVRT. Z is greater than 1. So positive deviation. At low pressure, P plus AV square into V minus B is equal to RT. B can be neglected in comparison to V. So P plus AV square into V is equal to RT. So PV plus AV will be equal to RT. So Z will be PVRT less than 1. In this case, it is negative deviation. Now at very low pressure, P plus AV square into V minus B is equal to RT. V becomes so large that both B and AV square become negligible and PV is equal to RT. So Z is equal to 1. In fact, you have to keep in mind all these points about Z is greater than 1, Z less than 1, Z is equal to 1, and complete your notebooks also. Try to solve numericals of back exercise. Thank you so much.